The Brothers Karamazov, the one book in every motherfucker's top 5, top 3 list. The one book you need to read. This is so stupid. That's what I'm fun with it. The Brothers Karamazov is that one book that your friend always tells you that you need to read no matter what. However stupid he sounds and how stupid he looks, he's probably right. Now, I usually do videos about books and stuff, and I usually cover the whole entire book or whatnot, but this time I decided to leave that to you. And this is kind of like a PSA video before you read it, why you should read it, and what's some of the tips and other such things that you should keep in mind. Now, when you're reading such a book as The Brothers Karamazov, there's a lot of things to consider, not only because it's almost 900 pages, but it's also just a lot to take in. There's so many different things that I wish I knew before I started the book that probably would have helped me along my way and not having to keep look on Google, a character list and all this stuff. And also trying to figure out how to say those fucking names. Jesus Christ. Anyhow, I wanted to do this PSA video of what to expect when you actually start reading this book. And I wanted to give my shitty ass comments. So, enjoy. If you're a fan of philosophy or great ideas, I would ask you to subscribe, like, turn on the bell notification thing, whatever. I don't know. If you want if you want to keep seeing a shitty ass hairline and shitty ass videos, please subscribe. Or I'll give you a if you don't, I'm going to give you a Milwaukee milkshake, okay? Now, the most important thing I would like to cover within this book is the structure. The structure of the book is in such where it's written from the perspective of a beginner writer as the narrator. And what I mean by this is Dostoevsky takes this narrative of this family and all this stuff and writes it from a beginner writer's perspective, which is, it's interesting in a way because it adds another level of a character. He's basically a hidden character within the book. And this narrator is like a self-proclaimed writer, and a lot of the times he ends up pushing his own opinions and perspectives onto the characters. So I just wanted to throw that out there first, because when I first read the book, I found the narrator quite funny, but I didn't really fully realize he was like this whole character until I Googled it. But fuck me. But anyway, what he is narrating is the story of this extremely dysfunctional family that has all sorts of problems. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. However, there is main points that they all fight over, which is women, greed, or women, money, and most of them are alcoholics. So you can kind of get a sense of what we're getting into here. But what really shows within this structure is that when you look deeper at this, God damn it, Stan. When you look at the structure of these characters and what they kind of push, if you want to pull a page from Jordan Peterson's book, or what he talks about all the time, archetypes. The archetypes of these people are of these people that are just of faulty morals and self-absorbment and greed. And it's very interesting to watch the whole story unfold because it happens over about 3 months. And within these 3 months, there's so much happening with that from day to day that it just makes it really interesting. So keep that in mind. All this self-absorbment, greed, and shoddy morals ends up leading to murder. And so throughout the book, it follows these course of events, and it kind of keeps you on your toes because you never quite know. And what makes the book so great, as I explained with the archetypes, is he uses these characters to explore certain themes. But the main point of this is it's a journey. The book is very long, I understand that, but it is a journey that you have to take. It's so great. I know I didn't really cover the structure of the book. I just started rambling and talking, but I just wanted to throw my thoughts out there and let you pick through them and decide which one is the best. However, the best thing about this book that it perfectly encapsulates Dostoevsky as a writer. It's like a great contradiction. And that contradiction is between disbelief and belief. And what to me it seems like is Dostoevsky is one fighting with himself within this book. And he uses it through these characters. And you understand once you get to some of the analogies and the things he uses from this perspective of the characters. So keep that in mind, that it's a structure of which Dostoevsky uses these characters to explore this theme of contradiction through the story of a family that's extremely dysfunctional. Okay, so here's another big point that I wanted to cover, and it's the point of translations. There is so many different translations, oh my God. But I've narrowed it down to two that I recommend. Okay, and to give some backstory to translations, Dostoevsky writes in a way that allows you to read in between the lines. And there's two translations that I believe kind of capture that essence, as others kind of move away from that to make it more adaptable to English. However, there is one translation that captures it really well. And it can be a little difficult to read at times because you're like, that's a weird sentence structure, but it's the most authentic. It's like reading the King James, basically. That's the best way I can describe it. And that is the P and V translation. I'm not going to try to read the translators' names because I forgot how to pronounce them, but just look up the P and V translation if you want the most authentic version of Dostoevsky. However, if you're not so into that, and you really just want to read something that's a little bit more easy, but still kind of captures that essence, and that would be the translation from David Macduff, which, of course, is the Penguin Classics. Very nice, very easy to read. Sometimes I feel like he didn't capture it as well as the P and V, but still very good. Still very good. Either one of those, you're really going to do great with. The Brothers Karamazov is one of those books where you have to consciously focus on. Okay. The first 250 pages can be rough, I'm going to be honest. And for some people, it's from like the first 300 pages. For me, it's the first 250 pages. I'm going to be honest, it felt like a slog, but it's the perfect setup to this perfect story. And after that period of pages, you get completely sucked into the book. Completely. It's so, I literally couldn't put it down. I could not. I was sitting there at work thinking about this fucking book all day. All day. I had no clue of what's going to happen. And that's why I made this video of I just wanted to talk about it. I want to give my thoughts, but also some interesting things about it. So, yeah. Enjoy reading it. It's a journey, and a YouTube video spoiler link would not do it justice. It is a journey that you must take, and it's well worth it. And again, hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully you like. Hopefully. If you don't, I'm going to give you a Milwaukee milkshake, as I said before. But yeah, I appreciate it.